Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to English First Paper live class brought to you by Noon Batayan, Bikar National School and College. I am Chad Sultana. Today I am going to take a class on English First Paper, and this is specially for the students of class 9, and at the same time it will be a revision class for the students of class 10. Alright, so are you ready, the students? Yes, I hope you all are ready, and I know that you are ready. Okay, so let's get to our lesson. You know, my today's class, especially for class 9, because they have been given some assignments by the Board of Education of Dhaka because we couldn't take class for a very long period, and for their assessment, these assignments have been given, and I'm going to have just a discussion over it so that it may become easier for you to do well. Alright? So let's start. Okay, so for I can remember, you have 2 homeworks and 1 assignment, right? So let's start with the homeworks. Okay, so let's take your book. Unit, I think our first homework is from Unit 2. Alright, Unit 2, Lesson 4. Change the slide. Unit 2, this is Unit 2, pastimes, and we have and we have the first homework from lesson 4. Open at I'm sorry, not Unit 2, Unit 1. I'm sorry. This is. Would you please change the. You have to change it, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Responsibilities. I have. Did you have? Yeah. Responsibilities. No, in the first. That's in the Unit 1. Okay. Let's do it here. Somehow I missed it. Okay, don't worry. Let's proceed. All right. Open at page number 11, lesson 4, responsibilities from Unit 1. Okay. Well, read the text. See what is there. You have your first homework from this section, from this lesson, and this is in section C. This is in section C, yes. See the text. What is being told here? Read the text. Okay, let's read it together. Ronnie's mother gave him 50 taka to buy salt and chilies. On his way to the market, Ronnie found a poor passerby trying to hold a boy up who was lying on the road, groaning. Coming near, Ronnie saw that it was his classmate Tanim, who was hit by a speeding motorbike. Immediately, he stopped a taxi and took Tanim to a clinic. From there, he phoned Tanim's parents. When they came to the clinic, Ronnie returned home without the salt and chilies. He had used the money to pay the taxi driver. Alright, there is another text in section B. Let's go to that section. A responsibility. What is a responsibility? Alright, this text, text B discusses about the responsibilities. There are some duties that we do. These are called responsibilities, and we do not we do. There are some things that we should do. This is called responsibility. All right, and at the same time there are some duties that we shouldn't do. These are also called responsibilities. All right. So see here, I think you can see it very clearly in the first para. To do in the capital letter. To do. That means there is something that we should do, and these are responsibilities. And in the second para, see the phrase not to do. This is also a part of our responsibilities. All right. So to be a good citizen. Okay. Why I am quoting this word citizen? Because the first unit, our first unit starts with the title Good Citizens. So to be a good citizen, we should do some things. We have some responsibilities towards our family, of course, our society, and of course, most importantly, to our country. All right. So responsibilities begins. This is my opinion that responsibilities always begin at home. So you have to learn it from your family. All right. Then you have to render your support to the society and then to the country. All right. If you have that, what should I say? But তোমার যদি সেই ইচ্ছেটা থাকে, that determination, yes. If you have the determination, or if you have that confidence that you are a citizen and you have some responsibilities, and if you are confident and if you are responsible, you will definitely abide by those responsibilities. All right. You not abide by, you will obviously সেই রেসপন্সিবিলিটিগুলো তোমরা পালন করবে, তাই না? তো আমাদের আজকের যে কথাগুলো সেটা হচ্ছে এটাই যে আমরা we have some responsibilities. আমি একেবারেই খুব শর্টলি যাচ্ছি because I have to touch all the homeworks, topics of homeworks and assignments. All right. So আমাদের যেটা করতে হচ্ছে in text B, it is said what are the responsibilities that we should do. What are the responsibilities? Let's take a look very precisely. You have your studies. All right. As a student, it is your duty to study. So do it. This is your responsibility. All right. Then you take care of your parents. This is another responsibility of yours. And after that, you have your responsibility towards your society and towards your government. How? By helping a neighbor in trouble. All right. You can help your neighbor when he or she is in trouble, or cast your vote. Casting your vote is another responsibility towards your country, all right, towards your government. So these are the things that you can do being a student, all right. And now you come to the second para. There are the list of some things that we shouldn't do, and those are also called as the responsibilities. See, what are they? You have the responsibility not to steal a book from a public library. No one do this, right? Do you do? No, we do not do it. All right. So this is absolutely prohibited, or this is we shouldn't do it. All right. We shouldn't steal any book from the public library, or not to pile up your building materials on the footpath. Footpath is not to pile up your building materials. Though we always do this. We always do this, right? Okay. So being a citizen, being a good citizen, it is not our responsibility at all to put all the building materials on the walkways for the passerby. All right. So being a citizen, we should be careful of those things. And stealing book from public library, this is a very rarely happened thing, but I think we shouldn't do this. All right. Okay. Now let's move on to our homework, section C. Okay. Discuss in groups and write answers to the questions. Now the question is, how can you make the group? You have your Zoom connection, right? So you can make the group yourself very easily. or if you cannot do that, don't worry, just you think what you would do in such situations. All right, you don't need to talk to others if you do not have that opportunity, all right, or facility. Just you talk to yourself, discuss with yourself what you would do in such situations. All right, number 1, which persons or and institutions do you have responsibilities for? Make a list. The first is in the list is done for you. কোন কোন ব্যক্তি এবং ইনস্টিটিউশনের প্রতি বা প্রতিষ্ঠানের প্রতি আমাদের দায়িত্ব রয়েছে, alright? So who are that persons to whom we have some responsibilities? So the first one is given. This is the very first one, that we should have our responsibilities towards our parents, alright? And as for the institutions, what do you think? What মানে তোমার কোথায় কোন ধরনের ইনস্টিটিউশনের প্রতি তোমার দায়িত্ব আছে? Begins from school, right? If you can perform your responsibilities that you have at school, it will help or it will train you up to perform your responsibilities towards the country, towards the society. Then comes the society, and after that the country. Okay. Number 2, make a list of responsibilities you have as a student at home, school, and in society. You are a student, so you can easily understand what are the responsibilities that you have to do, right? Now, you think, as a student, when you are at home, what are the responsibilities that you need to do? What are the responsibilities? Can anyone tell me? Please join me in the conversation. Let's talk about this for only for 2 or 3 minutes, okay? Okay. You are a student, all right? And think about this pandemic period. You have been staying at home for a longer period, right? So I think your mother have given you some responsibilities, right? And what are the responsibilities? অবশ্যই তোমার কথা তোমার মানে তুমি কোনটা পারবে না পারবে সেটা চিন্তা করেই তোমাকে দেওয়া হয়েছে. What are the responsibilities you think you have as a student? First, at home. বাসায় কি করবে তুমি? যদি তোমাকে বাসায় কোনো রেসপন্সিবিলিটি দেওয়া হয় তাহলে তুমি বাসায় কি করবে? The first one, you'll help your mother with the household chores, right? This is the first one. Now you tell me. Helping your mother with the household chores. This is number 1. Number 2, actually this is supposed to be number 1, that you should carry on your studies absolutely, right? Study. This is the first thing. Number 2, helping your mother. Number 3, helping your younger brothers and sisters. Number 4, taking care of the old persons like your grandparents, if they stay with you, taking care of them is also your responsibility, all right? So you have so many responsibilities as a student at home. Okay, now come to school. What are the responsibilities that a student should do at school? You should you should go to school regularly. You should attend the classes very attentively, all right? Then while coming to school, you should wear your uniform properly and neatly, of course. You should go to school timely, right? After that, you should maintain the rules very strictly. You have to obey. You have to abide by all the rules that your institution have. Right? You have to abide by. আমার মানে কোনো ধরনের কোনো কম্প্রোমাইজ নেই এটার মধ্যে, মেনে নিতে হবে, রাইট? সো এগুলো সব কিছু করতে হবে and the last but not in the list you have to have very good manners. Alright, টিচারদের দেখলে সালাম দেওয়া, শুধু টিচারদের কেন, তোমার যে বড় যারা আছে সবাইকে দেখলে সালাম দেওয়া, এই জিনিসগুলো তুমি করতে পারো অ্যাজ এ স্টুডেন্ট অ্যাট স্কুল. Alright, and giving salam is not applicable in school only. You can do it outside of your school as well. Alright, next, and in society. In society, what are the responsibilities that you think you have in society as a student? You can make people aware to keep your surroundings clean, right? This you can do. All right, you can tell a random person very politely, if you see anyone is just dropping the garbage bag outside, just beside the road, you can ask that person very, very politely, all right, that please don't put it here, there is the garbage box, please put the bag there. All right, you can do this, and at the same time remember that you yourself will not do it, otherwise এটা তো একেবারে বিফলে গেল, তাই না? Okay, now number 3, make another list of things you shouldn't do at home, school and in society. This is very easy. First you make the list what you should do as a student at home, school and in society. All right, and after that you write the opposites of all these in another this is another in another list. All right, in another list you just write all the opposites of these things, then you'll have the answer of question number 3. Question number 4, who do you get help from to discharge the responsibilities you have listed in C1? All right, C1 তার মানে হচ্ছে আমাদের question number 1 এর কথা বলা হচ্ছে, who do you get help from, কার কাছ থেকে সাহায্য পাচ্ছ, এই যে আমরা যে রেসপন্সিবিলিটিটা আমরা পারফর্ম করছি, ডিসচার্জ করছি, the responsibilities that we are discharging towards our parents, who are helping us, বলো তো কে আমাকে সাহায্য করছে? হ্যাঁ, who do you get help from to discharge the responsibilities, কে সাহায্য করে? Of course the family members, right? Of course the family members, and first your family members and your teachers help us to learn to take the responsibilities or to perform the responsibilities towards the elders or towards your parents of your family, right? So we help from, when you write the answer you have to write like this, we get help from our family members and teachers to discharge the responsibilities. All right, you have to just stop this sentence there. How do they help you? কিভাবে তারা সাহায্য করছেন? মানে এই যে আমাকে এক্সকিউজ মি, এই যে আমাকে আমি যে রেসপন্সিবিলিটিটা আমি যে পালন করে যাচ্ছি, how I'm getting the help, কিভাবে করছেন? They are showing us, right? They are showing us or they are telling us. Okay, at school your teachers can tell you, in your class may tell you, but often you'll see that your teachers are talking about your responsibilities or your duties or about your family, whatever it is. Whenever they talk about these things, they must I think they must talk about how you should help your parents, how you should behave your parents, or what you should do to your parents. Alright, এই কথাগুলো তোমাদেরকে somehow or other এগুলো বলা হয়েছে, সেই জিনিসটাই তুমি এখানে তোমার কার্যক্ষেত্রে তুমি সেটা পালন করে যাচ্ছ. Alright, now come to number 5. Are there any difficulties in fulfilling these responsibilities? Briefly describe them. Do you find any difficulties? Do you find any difficulties? মানে when you are performing your responsibilities. Okay, what are the responsibilities? Like you are taking care of your parents, you are taking care of the elderly persons of your parents, you are taking care of your younger brothers and sisters, you are helping your mother, you are doing your own study yourself. All right, then you are outside of your home. When you are at school, you are very everything you are doing according to the rules. All right, okay. And in society, you are maintaining all the laws that being a citizen you should do. You are doing that. All right. So while doing this, do you find any difficulty? Any difficulty? আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে একটা ডিফিকাল্টি হতে পারে। You have to be free and frank. Just you tell me, what are the problems? If you have any problem, you have to say that. You have to say that. Sometimes you may have to go outside for discharging any responsibility, and you may not be allowed by your parents. You may think that this is a difficulty. Of course, it is a difficulty if your parents do not want you to go out of home and do anything. You cannot do that. All right. But you shouldn't refrain yourself by doing it. You should talk to your parents. You should give them your logic that being a student, being a citizen, you have your responsibilities and you have to discharge them, and within their given time you will do your duties and then you will come back. If you can bring your parents into your logic, you can do your responsibilities. Other than this, I do not think that you have any difficulty. If you have any other problem, just write that in your comment box. All right. Okay, I'm moving on to question number 6. Make a list of the responsibilities other people have towards you. Now it's the turn of other people towards you. Briefly describe what might happen if they fail to fulfill the responsibility. তোমার প্রতিও কিছু রেসপন্সিবিলিটি আছে, তা সেটা যদি ফুলফিল না হয় তাহলে কি হবে? ওকে, এটাও তোমরা আমাকে কমেন্ট সেকশনে বলো যে কি হতে পারে। লাইক you need the help of your parents to complete the homework. All right, and if you do not get that help, what would happen to you? You may fail to submit your homework timely, right? So you need the help of your parents. Well, number 1. Number 2, you need the help sometimes of your school. Not sometimes. As a student, it is your right to get help from school. All right. So you have to have that help or support from the school. I mean from teachers. And if you do not get that, obviously you may find some problems, right? So this is another problem. You have to have the support or help from your teachers as well. All right. Then comes your family members. All right. Every family has its own rules. All right. আমার পরিবারে একরকম নিয়ম মেনে চলি আমার পরিবারে, আবার আরেকজনের পরিবারে একটু ডিফারেন্ট হয়। অলরাইট, উই হ্যাভ different rules for different families, and it is the responsibility of the family members of your family, all right, of all the families, I think it is their duty or it is their responsibility to teach you the rules, all the rules, all right. And if you do not learn anything from your family, I think you may what do I say, একটু প্রবলেমে পড়তে পারো, ঝামেলায় পড়তে পারো। ঠিক আছে, কিছু নিয়মকানুন আছে যেগুলো বাসা থেকে শিখে নিতে হয়। So this is your responsibility. This is the responsibility of your family. So the first thing that the responsibility you have, sorry, your parents have their responsibility to you, then the school and teachers have their responsibility towards you, and finally your family members have their responsibilities towards you. This is my opinion, and if you have anything more, you can add it there. All right. Well, one more thing I can tell you. In any case, if you do not agree with my opinion, you can write yourself. You can write your one as well. All right, no worries. Number 7. What rewards are you likely to get if you fulfill your responsibilities? তোমার কি মনে হয় তুমি কি রিওয়ার্ড পেতে চাও, কি রিওয়ার্ড পেতে পারো আর likely to get if you fulfill your responsibility? একটা কাজ তুমি খুব ভালোভাবে করেছো, and now it's time to get the reward. All right, it's time to get the reward. মানে তোমার কি মনে হয় তুমি কি পেলে তুমি খুশি হবে? What rewards are you likely to get if you fulfill your responsibility? Okay. What penalties or punishments may you get if you do not carry out your responsibilities? If you want reward by discharging a responsibility properly, I think you should have that courage to take the responsibility of getting penalties or punishment if you fail to do anything. Okay, so you have to think that as well. যেটা ভালো হবে, যেটা জন্য ভালো, যখন ভালো কাজ করবে, you'll get the reward. If you do opposite, you'll get সেরকমই হবে, মানে কাজটা হলো না, তোমার রিওয়ার্ডটাও সেরকম হলো, right? Okay, number 8. What responsibilities do you think you can perform well when you go on a class picnic or your school stages a play as part of its annual prize giving ceremony? Okay, so suppose you are sorry you are attending a class picnic, or your school has arranged a play a play in the prize giving ceremony of excuse me I'm sorry, I'm having a sore throat for the last 3 or 4 days. Anyway, let's get back to our studies. So you are going on a class picnic, or your school stages a play. All right, and in which occasion? In the occasion of prize giving ceremony. Okay, and now you think your responsibilities. If you think that there is a responsibility, do you have any responsibility there? Of course you have, because in the class picnic, what you can do, suppose you can help your teacher to distribute the foods to your classmates, right? You can help your teachers, or you can help your fellow friends, all right, to get all the support all the support she needs. So this is your responsibility, I think. Actually, এখনকার যেসব পিকনিকগুলো হয়, in most of the cases, since the school arranges the picnic, everything is done by the arranger. So a student has a very little thing to do. In spite of that, the responsibilities that you have, or if you have any, the responsibilities, if you have any, you have to do that properly, right? And if your school stages a play, what will be your part? What will you do? You may be a spectator, all right? You may be a spectator, or you can help decorating the stage. All right, whatever you want, you can do. But the thing is, responsibility is that time when you will go and help the persons related to the picnic or to the place, to the staging of the play. Alright, যারা এটার সাথে জড়িত তাদের সাথে যখন তুমি এটা কাজটা করতে যাবে, do not wait for the call. Alright, do not wait for the call. You see that there is the class picnic. Just go and help your teacher. Alright, do not wait for the calling. And if you see that a function is being arranged, just go and render your support. Just do it. This is how you can become responsible. Alright? Okay. Now we will move on to our next homework. Okay. Come to unit 4. The name of this unit is Are We Aware? Are we aware? Unit 4. Okay. Straight go to page number 44. Page number 44. Okay. Section C. There are 3 questions, and number 3 has 3 more questions. Alright. So including all, we have 5 questions here. So let's see. Why did some people, okay, before I start, I want to take a look what actually was in the lesson. The ferry boat. See the story or see the picture. Your teacher will tell you the story. Alright. See the picture. There are so many people. Alright. See the picture of there is a boat and there are so many people on board, and this is really very much dangerous, right? Really very much dangerous. Boarding so many passengers, and see the boat, it's almost sinking. Alright. Okay, now I can guess what should be told here. Well, why did some people have little or no patience when the ferry boat was in danger of sinking? Why do you think? They have little or no patience? I'm just answering you in a very short way. Like, everyone wants to go earlier. This is the problem. Alright. For this reason, they have little patience, or some of them have no patience at all, and when the ferry boat was in danger, was in danger of sinking, ডুবে যাচ্ছে, তারপরও কিন্তু তারা কেউ এটা মানতে রাজি না যে কেউ একজনকে স্যাক্রিফাইস করতে হবে, এই জিনিসটা মানতে রাজি না। তার মানে কি, everyone is in a hurry, everyone wants to go back to their home earlier, and this is not done. We shouldn't do it, right? Okay. Number 2. No more. Please wait. Who said this? Explain in 2 or 3 sentences. Obviously, these are the words of the boatman, right? He might have been asking the boarders not to get into the boat, right? He might be asking them, but all of them were in a hurry, and they wanted to get back their houses earlier, and they do not have time to have patience. And the thing is, the boatman was shouting at them, please do not, no more. Alright, please wait, do not come now. মানে এই যে পেশেন্টসগুলো এগুলোই তাদের ছিল না। And these impatient activities always bring danger, all right? And death is the ultimate danger. So you should be very much careful. Now come to section number 3, question number 3. Answer the questions below. If we have too many buyers of fish in the market, what is likely to happen? All right. 3 situations have been given here. 3 situations have been given. In one situation, where is it? In one situation is in the fish market. Have you ever been to any fish market? Have you ever seen what happens in fish market? Okay, if you do not if you do not have that experience, leave it. Just listen to what I say, or you can ask your parents. They must have known it. Okay, if there are too many buyers of fish market, there are so many buyers in the fish market. What is likely to happen? There will be a noise, lot of noise, and there will be chaos, right? And a crowd. তিনটা কোনটাই কিন্তু আমাদের জন্য আমরা পছন্দ করছি না। We do not like crowds, we do not like chaos, we do not like noise, alright? And এটার সাথে যেটা হচ্ছে মানে যেসব জিনিসগুলো আছে নোংরা কাদা সেটা তো আলাদা জিনিস থাকছে, alright? Number B, if we have too many passengers at a bus or train, what may happen? This is the same thing. If there are too many people in a bus or train station, a crowded place, nobody likes a crowded place. Of course, we do not like a crowded place. So what will happen? I think for me, it's a matter of suffocation. I feel suffocating. Oh, why are so many people there? All right. This happens with me when I when I board a train or a bus, and if I see that the train or bus is really crowded, I have that feeling. I have that suffocating that time. All right, and I think this is the only thing that may happen to everyone. And if you have anything else, share it with us. Number 3, if we have too many people in a village, town, city, what will happen? Yeah, this is a question. This is the most important thing. If we have too many people in a village, town, or city, what will happen? Number 1, the environment will be polluted, right? The environment will be polluted. I'm telling you, environment. I'm not dividing it into any part. Environment includes air, water, soil, noise, everything. And it is for sure that you will have all these pollutions if you have so many people in a village or a town or a city. Alright, what other things, what other problems we may face? We may have traffic jam, right? Okay, we may have load shedding, scarcity of water, then so far I can remember these 4 things. If you can remember any more things, comment me. All right, now let's see our assignment. What is given for our assignment? Move on to page 50. Okay, the story, lesson 4, the story of Lipi. Have you seen the assignment? Have you seen the question? The story of Lipi. This is what do I say? The first part of this is given. All right. There is a change with the story. There is a change with the characters of the story. All right. In this chapter, we have a character named Lipi, but in your assignment, the name of the character is Nila. Okay, and the thing is, Lipi is 14-year-old, so is Nila. and she was also in class 9 in a rural school in Rangpur, and I think it is in Chittagong, but in her assignment. Well, wherever it is, some informations have been changed. Alright, okay. Then what happened there? What happened in case of what happened in case of Neela? The thing is that some part of a story have been given. That means the story of Neela, the first part of the story of Neela has been given, and you have to write 10 more sentences to complete the story. Okay. Now you may ask that what is the function of the story of Lipi? The function of the story of Lipi is that you will read the story, and from this story you can have an idea to write to complete the story that you have been given for assignment. Alright? See the last sentence that you have in the assignment, that some boys used to tease Neela at a school gate. Right? Now you write 10 more sentences. You complete this sentence, and including this sentence you have to write 10 more sentences to complete the story. So just think. Alright, একটা কাজ করবে, just you make the story here, okay, or if you want to write it in Bangla in your copy. Write it in Bangla in your copy. Alright, write the story in Bangla in your copy, and then you make it English. It will help you to arrange the story sequentially. Alright, like as for the story of Neela, see the last sentence. In the last sentence, Neela said that in the story it is said that Neela was facing the teasing of some boys, right? Some boys, or maybe it was about only a boy named Alom. Okay, Alom, a boy who was teasing. আচ্ছা, এখন এখানে কি লিখতে পারো? From myself, I can say that you can, if you face any such situation, Allah forbid, if you face any such situation, what should you do? Will you keep quiet? Will you keep quiet? If you keep quiet, you will help that crime, repeating the crime. You will help repeating the crime. Right? Okay. So what should you do? Just think about it. What Neela should do in that situation? Neela, what should Neela do, or what she did? She must have talked to her friends, and then they talked to the class teacher, and their class teacher talked to the principal or headmaster of the institution, and after that together all of them, they made a plan as to how to give punishment to Alom. Alright, this may be the story. Make the story as you like. যেভাবে পারো তুমি তোমার স্টোরিটা তুমি পারো, but there should be a conclusion. You have to conclude the story. You have to complete the story within 10 sentences, and not more than 10 sentences, not less than 10 sentences. There must be only 10 sentences. You have to write only 10 sentences, and within that span of sentences you have to complete your story. Okay, so whatever you write, you just remember the things that you have written the story in the past tense. Alright, since the first part of the sentence, I mean the given part of the sentence, is in the past form, so you have to write all the other sentences in past form. Number one. Number two, your part should be relevant. যেভাবে বলে আসছি সেভাবে। এখন if you say that আলম টিজ করছে, এখন এটাকে যদি সে টিজিং এর বিষয়টাকে অন্য কোনোভাবে তুমি ডেসক্রাইব করতে পারবে না, so you should have a relevant opinion. Alright, and most importantly, you have to know the uses of punctuations. Alright, try not to use any direct speech, because if you write any direct speech in your story, you have to have many punctuations very carefully, and if you fail to place punctuation properly, its meaning can be changed, right? Alright, so try to avoid direct speeches. Why? Because of the punctuation marks. Alright, you have to be careful of the punctuations. Number 3. Number 4, do not exceed the sentence limit. Alright, number 5, when you start writing the story, you must write the given part. You must write the given part of the story. Okay, you are asked to complete a story, and and a very small part have been given, and you have to complete that. Alright, this is the question. And if you start writing from your part only, you are keeping the story incomplete again. So to avoid this situation, you have to write the first part or the given part of the story, and then you will underline it, and after that you will start your part, and do not underline your part. Alright, and this is how we will be able to understand that this part is your and this part was given. Alright, so these are the things. Write the assignments, prepare it very carefully, and there are some কিছু মনে হয় দেওয়া ছিল, তাই না, যে কিভাবে কি করতে হবে। A4 size, you need A4 size papers. Alright, then এটাকে তোমার front page কি কি থাকবে, your name, assignment number 1. As for the assignments, you have to write assignment number 1. As for the homeworks, you have to write homework 1, homework 2. Alright, then after that you have to write your name, class, section, roll, the name of the teacher who is in charge of checking these homework or assignments. You have to write the name of the teacher. Right, after that do not write anything on the next page. Skip that, and start writing in a new page, in a fresh page. Alright, okay, and finally, as for the submission, do not take any pressure. Alright, do not take any pressure to submit the assignments or homeworks. If you can, if you have the opportunity to submit the papers to your teachers, just do it. You do not go. Send to your parents. Of course, your parents should go, because I do not think that we have got the situation yet suitable for you to go out of your house. Alright, so your parents, one of your parents will go and submit the assignments to the relevant teachers. Alright, or you can have pictures and email it to the subjective teachers, or you can keep it with yourself and send it to us, to the teachers whenever you get time. Alright, you do not have any hurry. Do not hurry. Alright, so do it carefully, and inshallah in my next class I'll come to you with another new assignment. If we have get any information regarding new assignment, otherwise we will carry on our lessons. Alright, regular lessons. So take care, and thank you for attending my class. Assalamu alaikum.